Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about using parental controls with your MacBook. Now the first thing that you probably need to understand is that when you have a MacBook and you want your children to use it, or maybe you have visitors at your house, other visitors or family or anybody coming over, and you want them to be able to use your MacBook but not necessarily have full admin privileges to be able to go wherever they want or to do whatever they want, you can put parental controls on, and that'll make things a little bit more restricted, and you can actually log what activity has been done. I've had a number of parents ask me about parental controls, and it is a pretty simple process. Let's go through it now. First thing that you're going to have to do is come down to your system's preferences. Your system's preferences looks like 3 gears. You click on it, and in your MacBook system preferences you'll find parental controls. When you click on parental controls, the first thing that it asks you to do is to unlock your system so that you can, one, make any changes to parental controls and to add other users. You have to know your admin password in order to do this. You probably do know your admin password. If this is a MacBook that belongs to you, you own it, you have admin privileges. So I'm going to click on the lock, and it'll ask me for my password. It unlocks, and now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a user. So let's say that this is my child as the user or a guest as a user. I'm going to click on the plus button. I'm going to put in the username, and for just example purposes, I'm going to just make it all blue. So the name is blue, the account name is blue, the password I have to verify by putting the same password again, and then I can put in a hint to remind me in case I forget what the password is later on. And then I say create account. Once I create the account, you'll notice that there will be an additional user over here. The user's name is blue. Now I am in my parental controls. Let's take a look at the parental controls. The first tab up at the top is apps. This gives you the ability to limit what apps are available to this user. So you can just click on use simple finder, which provides, I think, 3 basic folders. I think it's the desktop, the documents, and the download files. If you don't want to restrict it that much, what you can do is come down here to limit applications, and from limiting applications you can actually go through all the applications that are available on your computer and choose what you want your child or the visitor to have access to. The other one is down here you have the prevent the dock from being modified. That means that people cannot delete or add anything to the dock. The dock is the area down and below, so that you can make available exactly what you want available to your guest or your child. Next tab is the web tab. And this is one of the places that I think that people most want to be able to control restrictions a little bit. The first option is allow unrestricted access to websites. But I think that most people are looking for this one. Try to limit access to adult websites automatically. Now you can also customize this so that you can allow or deny access to specific websites, and you just put in the address, the web addresses of websites that you want your kids to go to. I think this is a really powerful tool, because what you can do as a parent is navigate and choose all of those sites that you think are very beneficial, educational, are going to be of a help to your children. You can make a list, and that's what they would be able to access. You also have a section down here for never allow these websites, so that you can also restrict websites if you find that anyone has been visiting websites that are unfavorable. You also have the option of just allow access to only these websites, which is pretty similar to what I just showed you, But with the customized option, you also have the option of saying never allow these other sites. The People tab. This is also very powerful, especially for those students who are just starting to use email or don't understand the email digital citizenship yet. You can also limit mail to allowed contacts. And so what you would say is send a request um, to you so that you can approve whether or not that person is allowed to use or send an email to your child. You can also down here in allowed contacts click on all the contacts that will be allowed to email, and also if you choose instant message with your child. I'm going to turn that back off right now. Come over to time limits. I really think that this feature is very powerful. I've been at many board meetings and meetings with parents who have asked about limiting the amount of time that students have on the screen time. With this, it actually gives you the option of your weekday limit, so you can say that your child only has an hour and a half of computer time. When it gets close to an hour and a half, a warning will come up to let the student know that they need to save whatever work they've been working on, and then it will log them off. You also have your weekend times. Maybe you want your child to be able to have more time during the weekend. So maybe you want to say 3 hours a day. And then you can also put in those bedtimes so that there's no access to the machine or their account during those times as well. And the final one, the other group, gives you the ability to turn off or control some of these peripherals. One of them being the built-in camera. If you want to disable the built-in camera so the students, your children, can't take pictures of themselves, you can just click on that. You also have the ability to hide any profanity searches that are in the dictionary, disable the ability to change their password, and also to limit CD or DVD burning. So just knowing these give you a great amount of power over how to make the use of the computer safer for your children, and also to kind of monitor or restrict how it is used when other people are using your computer. I also mentioned something about logs. Down here in the lower right hand corner is the logs button. You can click on that, and you can it will log what kind of activity has been done, what kind of websites were visited or tried to be visited by that user, and what apps have been used, etc., etc. So that does give you an opportunity to also be able to have conversations with your students or your children about appropriate use and what they are and are not able to do. I hope this has been helpful. Have a great day.